the quarterback matchup of the decade. Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady, the GOAT versus Tom Brady. I'm Joey. Some people call me McLovin, whatever floats your boat. Today we're going to be looking at the key quarterback matchup in this upcoming NFC Championship game. Now, one thing to get out of the way, Aaron Rodgers himself says this whole media hype up of quarterback versus quarterback is kind of overplayed since, they're never on the same field at the same time. So, but that's regardless, that's out of the way. But we're going to be taking a look at how these two quarterbacks might perform against their defenses and how this game might end up going for each of them. All right, let's start with Tom Brady. Now, first off, the numbers that he put up at 43 years old, first year in a new system. Now, that's pretty stupid to say for an 18-plus veteran, but the first year in a new system, to put up 40 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 4,600 yards, and a passer rating of 102 is insane considering all the circumstances he has going on. I think Tom played great this year going into Tampa. Even I was thinking there's no way he adds really too much value. He's not going to be a quarterback that's going to solely win you playoff games at this point in his career. And he proved me wrong after his performance against Tampa, where his last pass with New England was a pick six. I was doubting him, but against New Orleans, again, all this year, he's played absolutely phenomenal. He's going to win you playoff games. He's great at the quarterback position. There's a reason some people tend to call him the GOAT, not just because of his 6 rings there. I think this quarterback matchup has a lot more to do with the video that I posted this Tuesday with the Packers defense line versus the Bucs offense line and the respective vice versa. So the Packers defense line is a little bit different, in the way they attack you compared to the Buccaneers. Green Bay runs a 3-4. They have some very great pass rushers in Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith, and Rashawn Gary, who's really coming on this year. They have a great guy in the middle, Kenny Clark, who's a great pass rusher, as well as he's going to get your hand in there on some run plays. I see Green Bay using Zadarius Smith more in the middle than usual, just because that's how you're supposed to attack Tom Brady. You get somebody in the middle so where he's not able to step up. Zadarius is going to be great for that. Some advanced analytics here, if you will. Tom Brady, when he has no pressure, clean pocket, a completion percentage of 71.7, which is really good. But when he has pressure coming up the middle or anywhere, a completion percentage of 43.8 and a passer rating of 54.5. Aaron Rodgers, when he has no pressure, a passer rating of 129.7, completion percentage of 77.1. When he has pressure, a passer rating of 89.3 and a completion percentage of 45.3. So Aaron Rodgers not as far as a drop-off in passer rating, but still that completion percentage drop off. So Green Bay especially is going to have to game plan to get pressure. Tampa Bay, that's going to happen effectively with the personnel they have over there. So hopefully Green Bay, look people, Mike Pettine isn't going to radically change the scheme. If you thought that Mike Pettine was going to change the scheme before this game, the 2019 Conference Championship game, in any way, shape, or form, I got some rough news to break to you here. And keeping on with Mike Pettine, here's the thing about Tom Brady, 2009 through 2012, and when 2013 when Mike Pettine was the strong defense coordinator in the AFC East, he had some really good performances against Tom Brady, but that was totally different team, so you can't compare too much there. But Tom Brady has experience. Mike Pettine has won quite a few of those matchups there. But the thing with Mike Pettine's defense that not a lot of fans understand is that his whole philosophy is keeping corners off 7 yards, so that keeping everything in front of you, so that if you're going to score, you're going to have to do it in 20 plays. You're going to have to, if you want to score, you're going to have to take off 10 minutes on the clock. Even if you don't want to, you're going to have to dink and dunk all the way there, and we're going to make some plays along the way. Tom Brady is the perfect quarterback to attack that. I mean, he is the king in New England. A lot of people attacked him because that's all he did. That's pretty much how he won an MVP in 2018, so he loves his dink and dunks. He's going to take that all day, and Mike Pettine's system allows a lot of those available. Tampa Bay also has some deep threats with Mike Evans, who Jair Alexander locked down, Chris Godwin, and Antonio Brown, who on Brown we're not too certain if he's going to play at this point, but they have some deep threats. They have Gronk, who absolutely torched, had probably his best performance of the year in his comeback tour against the Packers, Josh Jackson, Chris Barnes, So the Packers are going to have to make sure they limit that as much as they can, get pressure on Brady, and the one or two that he might throw to you that can be interceptable, intercept those balls, swarm the ball, and make sure they are not driving down on you the whole game. Let's flip sides to Aaron Rodgers. Like I mentioned earlier, his passer rating doesn't have as far as a drop-off from Tom Brady when he's under pressure, but it's obviously going to affect him, and I think a lot of that has to do with his excellent offensive line, even without Bakhtiari. Like I mentioned, check out the video I made on that this past week on Tuesday. Ever since that Tampa Bay game, he's been great against a blitz, but in analytics terms, a blitz can be considered a lot of different things here, but he's been great against blitz all season since that Week 6 match here. So he's going to have to deal with Jason Pierre-Paul and Ndamukong Suh, Devin White, Levante David in his face all day. He's going to have to deal with those two fast linebackers scouring around, looking to intercept him and put the dagger in him in the second quarter with 2 interceptions like they did in Week 6. Key for Rodgers, don't let it get to him. As much as you can. He is not the 2014 player. Don't try to be that 2014 player where you're extending plays and you're running out of the pocket. Don't try to be that player. And he's in 2019, that was his kryptonite. It killed him so many times. This year, he's done a lot better job at that. So if he doesn't try to be the superhero on some of those plays, if he takes the checkdowns, which he's been much more disciplined with that all this year, they have a good chance. A big part for the Packers is also going to be getting Aaron Jones involved, getting this running game involved with Aaron Jones, Jamal Williams, and A.J. Dillon, which will hopefully take the load a little bit off of Aaron Rodgers. But he's going to have to deal with that pressure. He's going to have to get the ball out quickly, not always looking for the deep shot on 3rd and 5, 3rd and short. But overall, I would say the Packers' offense is better equipped to handle the pressure. I could really see Za'Darius having a big game, Rashawn Gary having a big game, but it will be interesting to watch. Aaron Rodgers is obviously the better player at this point, the MVP in the season, and hopefully this Packers offense is able to get on and roll pretty quickly here because me, McLovin over here, I cannot take another heartbreaking NFC Championship game. That's where we're going to end it off. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this 10 minutes of insightful, opinion, unbiased information. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Go Pack, go.